In this video, I'm going to go through what you need to do when it comes to giving your clients contact information for you and why you should never, and I mean never, give them your cell phone number.
This video is brought to you by none other than Hire Heroes, you guys. Hire Heroes is your one-stop shop when it comes to virtual staffing and making sure that you have qualified talent with your business. One thing that I love about Hire Heroes, you guys, is they've actually gone through the process already of vetting and making sure that your staff member is well trained to best fit your needs. Whether you need help with social media work, posting things on your accounts, responding to people that send messages to your social media accounts, whether you need help with data entry or a multitude of other things that they're qualified to do, Hire Heroes has got you covered. If you're having trouble finding quality talent and number two, affording to be able to run payroll for that talent, Hire Heroes has got you covered with an affordable alternative to have a virtual assistant working for your business. There's a link down in the description of this video to where you can learn more about getting your own VA through Hire Heroes. I certainly recommend it. They're what we use in our business for all of our virtual assistant needs, and you will want to make sure that you check them out today.
So let me take you back to 9, 10, 11 years ago. There is a young Christian Brindle, wet behind the ears and green as a forest, right? A very luscious forest full of green, right? As green as you can get. And I started in the business. Many of you know I started in the business working with my dad. I was contracted under him as one of his downline agents, okay? And my dad had been in the business 25 years before I ever started. And my dad taught me a lot of things as a new agent, okay? I've told the story many, many times. My dad had me start out cold calling, and I ended up cold calling for 3 to 4 years for Medicare Supplement, people turning 65. When I say cold calling, I mean calling a data list, my friends. Calling a data list of people that never requested information from me, because that's what I was taught to do. That's how he built his business in the 90s, the early 2000s. It was a very old school way of doing things. But I was taught a lot of great things from my dad as a seasoned agent. Okay, I had a great early teacher and mentor in my father. And one thing my dad told me early on that I ignored, that I chose not to listen, can you imagine that, was giving my clients my cell phone number. At the beginning, I had business cards and, it had an office number on there for the office. At the time, I would have write my cell phone number on the back of it because I would think, well, if they're going to call the office anyway, they're going to call the office, get transferred to me. Because I didn't have any staff, I didn't have any assistants. Nobody was helping me with the clients and customer service at the time. So I figured I might as well just give them the cell phone number and save the step and give them direct access to me. Years go by, and I go from adding that cell phone number, just writing it on the back of cards when I would sell policies, to actually putting it on the card. I actually put it on my card. I would say office line and then cell phone underneath it. You can imagine which number people called more frequently. The cell phone number, of course. Everybody likes direct access. So my first 500 clients or so that I wrote with my own pen had my cell phone number, and a lot of them still do today. Why is this a bad thing? Well, it's a bad thing because long term, your clients are going to call you and they're never going to stop, right? And so especially when you get to the point where your business is growing, years go by, you've got blood, sweat, and tears put in, and you bring on staff and you build an organization around you to have them help you, it's very hard to retrain those clients to stop calling your cell phone number and to call the office number and let your staff help them with things that maybe you just don't have the time to help them with anymore. But they'll never stop, right? They'll never stop. They will call you on the weekends. They'll call you in the evening. They'll call you on holidays. They'll call you late at night. I even had a client or two in my day call my cell phone 2, 3 in the morning. And I didn't listen to my dad. And when I look back at things that I could do over again, that's something I would have done over again. I, to this day, have clients that will call my cell phone number instead of the office to get service. Now, I never answer my phone, ever, for any reason, unless somebody's in my contacts, it's somebody I know, things like that. They leave a message. I email the message to one of my staff ask them to call them back and take care of it. So that's kind of the way around it. The other way around it really is to port my number over to a phone service. And I just have chosen not to do that because I felt like we've gotten a way around it. But what you should be doing from the get-go is setting up a VoIP phone number. Okay, a VoIP phone number is a voice phone number. It's an internet phone line, and it allows you to have another phone number. The one we use personally is RingCentral. For those of you that don't know, RingCentral is probably more on the expensive side, but it is a very, very good system. What it allows us to do is we have multiple different lines, and on those multiple different lines, we have, as you can probably see right there, an app that I can log into on my phone. I can make outbound calls on my cell phone, but through that work phone number. Okay, so that way everything kind of funnels through the work phone number. You can set up physical phones that plug into your internet at an office or at your home, which we have that as well. It has an app on your laptop that you can essentially, or your computer, that you can make calls out of or receive calls or anything like that. You can send text through it. It is a very, very good system. Okay. The reason why I wish I did this from the beginning and I never gave out my cell phone is because for years when I was having clients call my cell phone, when it got to the point where I had 400 clients, 500 clients, and I had no help, and it was just me, it was a workload that was above no other. I was working 80, 90, 100 hours a week. I was taking calls at all hours of the day because I knew I would have to call the clients back myself anyway. And it turned into an absolute nightmare, and I was miserable for about a year when it really got to the point where I had a lot of clients. They were all calling my cell phone. Trust me when I say my dad was right. And I'm here to tell you that I didn't listen to his advice, and now I'm encouraging you to not make the same mistake I did when I give you the same advice to not give your clients your cell phone. Set up a VoIP number, a voice internet phone number. You will not be sorry. And I'm not pitching any particular service. There is a million different VoIP phone systems out there. We just happen to use RingCentral. It's the one that we like. And, we have multiple lines. Our entire phone system now for our business is built on this VoIP line. But you have so much more control when you're essentially controlling people to have them only call into the line you want them to call into. You don't even really want to give them the choice to call into your cell phone. If I could go back and do it again, I would have never given a single person my cell phone number. Although today it's gotten to the point where it's not as bad as it maybe once was. We just basically send voicemails and communications off, and some of them have kind of gotten the hint over the years that we don't want them calling that number. But trust me when I say your peace of mind is valuable. If you don't want clients calling you late into the evening, if you don't want clients calling you on your birthday, on your holidays, on weekends, on Sundays, when you're out on family vacation, then trust me when I say don't give them your cell phone number. Give them a VoIP number, set it up, pay for it. It's probably going to be $30, $40, $50, $60 a month, depending on the phone service you actually use, worth every penny. And you will thank me when you have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 clients, because you might not think that they will ever call you at an inopportune time, but I can tell you, not only will they, I can guarantee they always will, and it will always be at the most inopportune time, and you will regret it. Rookie mistake I made on my part, but now I'm giving you information based on my experiences through my now wisdom through experience. So get a VoIP number. You won't regret it. Don't give clients your cell phone. And I hope this video provided some information and some clarity to some of you new agents out there. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Comment your thoughts down below. Like this video if you felt like this is a message agents need to hear. We appreciate the support, and it helps more agents just like you find this information who need to find it easier on the platform of YouTube. And we'll see you next time, guys. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And we'll be back next time with another video. Thanks, guys.